Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reading some Am I the Asshole questions and reacting to some. So let's just get straight into it because I really love these Am I the Asshole questions because 9 times out of 10 you are the asshole, but sometimes you're not the asshole. So let's see. All right, so first one said, so 5 years ago we adopted. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. My mother-in-law cares for our family, of course, but she makes her preference for Malcolm is more than clear. So I'm assuming Malcolm is like their biological older kid. To begin, she was absolutely furious hearing that I would not be having another biological child and was instantly disapproving. First of all, it's none of her damn business. Y'all have kids how y'all want to have kids. Like, it's not her choice. It's you and your husband's choice. Y'all ain't even got to tell her shit. Like, it's between y'all two. Anyways, after hearing we are going to adopt a child, her anger turned into rage. She screamed about how we didn't know the parentage, maybe she meant percentage, of the children and might end up bringing in someone who would disgrace her lineage. Again, when was this about her? Like, what? My husband was able to calm her down. Thankfully, she saw little Julia. It seemed like this was all behind us. I'm unsure who little Julia is, but yeah. Yesterday, mother-in-law decided to visit us. My husband was away on a trip, so she was just helping around. Hell no. That's where you went wrong. I'm sorry. That's where you went wrong. Don't hang out with your mother-in-law alone. Seems like that lady don't like you, okay? And look, if she anything like mine, it's a no-go. Anyways, let's get back into it. I was absolutely exhausted, so I asked if I could go down for a nap, and she was more than agreeing. After a few hours, she woke me up and informed me that she was about to leave. All was good. I was cooking in the kitchen, and all of a sudden, I hear a loud bang proceeding with the crying Julia. When I rushed in the hall, I see Malcolm towering over her. "You're not real! All of this is mine!" he started screaming, which was incredibly confusing to say the least. Yeah, okay. That is confusing. After calming them down, I asked Malcolm what he meant. He then revealed that Grandma Muriel had told him that he was Mommy and Daddy's real son. This made me incredibly mad. No, the fuck she didn't. Oh my God, that is terrible. Why would she do that? Like, that's not her place at all to tell the kid that his sister was adopted. Why are mother-in-laws so fucking terrible, man? Like, I know there's some of them out there are good. Like, if you're a good mother-in-law, you know who you are because you have a relationship with your son and daughter-in-law. Kudos to you. Like, honestly, you are so appreciated, all the good mother-in-laws out there. But the bad ones, you know who you are. And you should get it together before you lose your son. Let's get back to it. Damn, I low-key forgot where the fuck I was. Let's see. I asked him what else Grandma had told him, and he told me all about how she had been telling him that Julia wasn't really his sister, and how he should have attention for extra special. I think she did a little bit of typos, y'all, to be honest, but it's okay. I get what she's trying to say. How he always going to Grandma's favorite grandson, and so much more. Blinded by the rage, I blocked Muriel on everything after sending her a text detailing her actions and how this was incredibly unacceptable and how she'd never be seeing her grandkids until they're much older and understand the situation so they wouldn't be swayed by her words. I probably overreacted, to be fair. No, you did not overreact because that lady clearly has no respect for you. Because if she did, she would have never said no shit like that. Like, she knows what the hell she was doing. We talking about a grown woman here, lady. We talking about a grown woman here. She isn't a kid. She knows that what she did was wrong and she's being a bitch. She is quite an old lady. After she returned, we got into quite an argument. To say the least, my husband disagreed. He adores his mother and he told me that stopping her from seeing the kids is inhumane. No, it isn't. And first of all, your husband should always have your back. The fuck? Even if you do sound crazy as fuck, he better have your back than talk to you about it in private. The hell? No, that is not inhumane. She has no respect for you. And people who has no respect for you should not have access to your children. Come on. Or access to you. She's simply old-fashioned and she didn't know her words would bring this big of an impact or so much. We will be having a civil discussion about this later. Yeah, no, you're definitely not the asshole. I don't think that you overreacted. I think that your mother-in-law should be respecting you. Going forward, I mean, I don't blame you if you didn't let her see the children. Especially, like, if you tried to talk to her about it, though, first, like, let me bring it back a little bit. If you try to talk to her about it first, and she's, like, understanding, and she knows where she went wrong, she apologized, then I feel like you guys can move on from there. However, if she's anything like my mother-in-law, who will straight up just flat out basically say she don't give a fuck what she said to you, she can do whatever she wants because she's your mother-in-law, or just straight up lie about it, about everything that she said, makes you seem crazy and everything, then no, it's time to just let that go. Because you ain't got time for that. Because in this marriage, it's you and your husband. It is not you, your husband, and his mama. It is you two, period. So yeah, she needs to have some more respect for you. That's just to say the least. But we are going to move on to the next Am I the Asshole story. All right, here we go. This one says, am I the asshole for not helping my 23-year-old female / husband, 25-year-old male, get ready for work? My husband is furious with me, and I'm a little conflicted. We had some friends over last night until 2 a.m. Unusual for us, but we haven't seen these friends in a while, so we were catching up. We went to sleep in good spirits. My child woke up quite a lot during the night, so I had to console her and basically sleep in her room for most of the night. Finally, just before 7 a.m., she's seemingly completely out, so I was able to climb into my own bed, but my husband woke up 5 minutes later and scrambles out of the bed, yelling at me, why did you turn off the alarm? Just rolled over and like yelled, like, why'd you turn off the alarm? I mean, anyways, she said that she didn't do it and that she wasn't even in the room. He turned on the lights in the room and ran out. I could hear him thumping about and I was really tired, so I pulled the blanket over my head and continued sleeping. Okay, thumping out. Like, why is he running around stumping like he a damn child or something? Like, what? Okay. He banged into the room and yelled at me again, why aren't you helping me get ready? I just ignored him, and I can hear that he's pissed off, by the way. He's breathing and walking. Okay. First of all, if you guys have a child together, right, then, and he knows that you were the one that was up taking care of her, he should know that you're tired. So, I mean, I feel like that's something that he definitely could have communicated with you. Like, okay. 20 minutes later, he's out of the house and left the lights on everywhere. And he texted me that he's upset with me. That's the situation, but here's the thing. First, this is usually the normal time that he gets up, and I usually don't help him in the mornings, but he keeps asking me to. Wait, so usually you don't help him in the mornings, but he's been asking you to. I mean, okay. Me personally, I wake up at 5 a.m. every day to make sure my husband has his lunch and he has water for the day, that he has gum packed, everything that he needs for work. I pretty much wake up about an hour before I need to go to work to make sure that he's okay. But that's just like me personally. As a wife, that's just what I do. I understand that not everybody can do that or not everybody wants to, but me personally, my man is a king and he's gonna get that treatment. Like, honestly, if I could wash his hands for him, I would before he eats a meal that I cook. I mean, my man's just a king, so I don't know. Second, I wasn't always a stay-at-home mom. Oh, she's a stay-at-home mom. Oh, okay. Stay-at-home moms need sleep too. And I think that he should definitely understand that. I guess, I really feel like this whole situation is just kind of like a miscommunication. I feel like maybe, he can sit you down and, go over the expectation that he wants from you in the mornings, what he needs help with. Like, hey, I don't know, maybe while I shower and brush my teeth, can you pack my lunch? Because that's what I do for my husband. And can you let the dog out? Can you fucking, I don't know, get me some coffee and stuff while I'm getting ready for work, just to make my mornings a little easier before I go to work, and you and the baby can, do whatever. Honestly, that's what I think. I only recently started it 2 months ago upon his request. Before, I was a full-time working mom, and before that, I was the sole breadwinner working overtime while he went to college. Do you know how many times he's helped me get ready when I get out the house at 6 a.m.? Zero. None. I'm telling y'all, that communication. When I was the sole breadwinner, I woke up at 5 a.m. and he woke up at 10 a.m. Then he got a job. He woke up at 7 a.m. I always made sure to be quiet and not wake him up, even if I was late. He has never made me lunch, breakfast, or dinner, yet he expects me to have it all ready for him. So am I the asshole for not helping him get ready? This is important because I have a wall of text. I want to text him about how unfair I think his expectations are. So while I do agree with you, I think the expectations are a little much. I do think that maybe y'all just gotta talk it out. Like, honestly, when it comes to marriage, you really gotta communicate with each other what you expect and everything to avoid situations like that happening. Like, in every marriage, there's always gonna be some type of problem. Like, not every marriage is perfect, but when you have communication, you guys truly love and understand each other, then that's truly all that matters. All that other shit does not matter, for real. So I would say just have a talk with your husband. Also, your husband should be able to talk to you and just kind of go over his expectations and why too. Like, he shouldn't just say, yeah, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I better have my breakfast ready. I better have this ready, that ready, because I said so. No, he should definitely talk to you about it. So, my gosh, here we go. Another mother-in-law one. Come on, mother-in-laws, we got to do better. Not we, I'm not a mother-in-law, but when I do become one day, I'm going to be the best one. I'm going to be best friends with my daughter-in-law because I know how to treat people. But anyways, let's get into it. So this one says, oh gosh, hold on, it's loading. This one says, my mother-in-law likely gave my 3-year-old, come on, you guys know, and I am so fucking angry. So it says, my mother-in-law is a very loving, overbearing, boundary crossing type. For example, when I was giving birth in 21 during cold and flu season, I didn't want any visitors at the hospital. We also lived with her at the time, so I even unlisted myself from the directory in the hospital. Damn. She decided to sneak into the hospital, found an identifier on my door, let herself into my room, then proceeded to kiss my newborn, who had not even had her first bath yet, on the face. I swear, some people are just so selfish and full of themselves. That is so, like, who do you think you are? Even if it is your grandchild, to just like go into somebody's hospital room, pick up their baby and kiss them. What? Come on. And like, everybody knows to not kiss a newborn baby that is not yours, including your grandbaby. You're not supposed to do it. Nobody's supposed to be kissing the baby besides the mom and the dad. It's really not that hard to just respect somebody's wishes. Like, seriously, I don't understand it, guys. Anyways, years have passed and we are mostly on good terms. Ooh, I wouldn't have been on good terms. However, I always asked her to not share drinks and kiss my daughter because she gets cold sores. Somehow, my mother-in-law never passed her herpes onto her husband or her 2 children, so she thinks it's not possible and ignores me over and over. See, no, and that's when that becomes an issue, once again, with the last mother-in-law thing. You gotta respect your daughter-in-law. Like, why aren't you respecting her? I'm just really not understanding that. Like, it's really not that hard to just respect somebody. What is wrong with you? Like, why are you overstepping her boundaries? Listen, in her marriage, between her and her husband, she's queen, okay? You can be queen in your marriage, but in her marriage, she's queen, and you need to just respect her, period. Anyways, over time, I start to back off. No, there would have been no overtime backing off with me, honey. See, that's where you messed up too. No offense to this person who wrote this story, but like, you gotta stand firm on your boundaries too. Like, you just have to. Anyways, everyone makes me feel like I'm being a bitch and that I'm overthinking things. Of course they are, because they never want to hold her ass accountable. Clearly, mother-in-law knows how to handle her virus, right? Well, now my 3-year-old is sporting her very first herpes sore. God damn it. Well, now my 3-year-old is sporting her very first sore right on the line of her lips. It looks horrible. She had a low-grade fever 2 nights in a row and won't eat anything. And today, my mother-in-law comes over and asks why I'm upset. I tell her exactly what I'm telling you guys right now. I'm mad because my baby has effing H. She dismissed me as a parent so many times when I was trying to prevent this. Immediately, she starts trying to blame the kids on the playground. My own mother, who doesn't even have it. My sister, who also doesn't even have it. See, she pointing fingers at everybody else but her damn self. Sounds like the typical mother-in-law. I tell her I'm aware that my daughter could have gotten it somewhere else, but it's not like my daughter goes around kissing other kids on the mouth or drinking behind strangers. Exactly. I told her that regardless of whether it came from her or not, she is the only one who actively has the virus in our lives, and she constantly effing ignores my parenting choices. Now, the one effing thing I asked her over and over was essentially bullied out of was kissing and sharing drinks with my daughter. Once again, so simple. Why are you even obsessed with like kissing somebody else's child? Like, that's not your child. That's your grandchild, yes, and you love them, yes, but I mean, you're not the parent. Like, have some respect. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I have a niece, right? And I would never kiss her because, like, my mouth's been in other places that, you know. So, like, I don't understand that. Like, just respect people's boundaries. Anyways, I'm so mad that I could effing vomit. My Mill left in tears. Mill means mother-in-law. And I don't care. Good, you shouldn't care. I don't care if she cancels Christmas at her house or if she continues to snowball because I'm tired of not being listened to. Period. My husband apologized profusely for not seeing the severity of the situation. If he had backed me up, we might not be in this situation. All he can do is apologize now. Damage is done. I'm so effing mad. Okay, yeah, first of all, your husband should have been on the same page as you. And I just want to apologize to you because, like, that is so hurtful for him to not be on your side like that when it comes to your kids. Because, and that is honestly, like, the leading cause in divorces is mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, sister-in-laws, in-laws, period, are the number one cause in divorces because of their own issues that they have going on. And it's honestly very sad. And no, you're not the asshole for getting angry with your mother-in-law. You should have, because that's just not cool. Like, honestly, I just feel like personally, like, if someone just cannot respect you and you ask them over and over again, not do something and they keep doing it, then they clearly do not respect you and they don't care about what you're saying and they're just gonna do whatever they want to do. And I feel like that's up to you to control that. I mean, me personally, I would have cut her ass off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I have a very short tolerance for people like that who just don't have respect for other people, especially me. Like, I just don't. It's not even like I'm gonna cuss you out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like, no, I'm just not gonna talk to you because, like, I just don't have room for that in my life, like, at all. So yeah, but that is very sad, and I think you should really talk to your husband and let him know that what happened was messed up and that just cannot keep happening. Like, that's insane. And if she don't want to listen, like, you got to remember, this marriage is between you two. Like I said earlier in this video, is between you two, not you two and her. So y'all got to do what's best for y'all family. And sometimes what's best is gonna hurt, but you got to do it. Because at the end of the day, what's most important is you, your husband, and your children, not y'all's extended family. So yeah, but that is the last story for tonight, guys. I am tired, so I am going to go to bed. But if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be trying to post every day. You guys got my promise. I will post every single day. And I will see you guys tomorrow.